Hello everybody, welcome back to another review. Sorry that they have not been very consistent recently. Been having a lot of homework to catch up on, and I do apologize for that, but we are back. And we're doing my last Capcom Gamerverse figure that I have as of right now. And that is the Punisher and Nick Fury 2-pack. So I do not have the box for these guys, sadly. Beautiful figures, must say. We'll get into that, but I found the front and the back of the box, which I will go over now. Sadly, I could not find the side profiles, but they're basically the same as the other one, just with these characters. But with that, let's go ahead and get into this review, starting now. Okay, so on the front of the box, as you can see, it has the Punisher logo and Punisher and Nick Fury like name tags almost. Gamerverse logo, Marvel Legends logo. This weird like underground look with pipes and everything on the sides, and you got a nice window view of the figure inside. On the back, we have a body here that I'm not able to read because I can't get a clear image. I'm so sorry. It's just one sentence. I do know that. We got the Marvel Legends logo, Gamerverse logo, press for 1-player or 2-player, which is a very cool nod. You got the these are actually the images that are on the side of the box as well that I couldn't get pictures of, but that's what they look like. Got the name tag again, the Punch logo right in the middle, and the sprites just look so beautiful on this box. Okay, so first up, we're going to go ahead and go over Nick Fury. So let's go ahead and get into his accessories. Hands wise, they are pretty good. You get 2 fisted hands, very nice, just skin color toned. Very simple. You get 2 sets of trigger fingers. No problems with these either. There we go, let's focus it. These do articulate this way though, opposed to normally. I did want to point that out. Then you get a mixed match pair of a open hand and a 2-finger point. These look very nice. This does have that sideways articulation, as this one has the normal, which got 2 open hands. I do like this piece though. And for weapons, he gets a nice pistol. Very nice sculpt, just plain black. You can attach effect pieces here, which I will probably do for posing. I just have to dig them out. And you also get an AR, which looks very clean. So, moving on to the figure. Here he is. Looks very nice. Go ahead and zoom that out just a smidge. There we go. Now we have our Nick Fury. We're going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. And first of all, this guy stands at 6.5 inches. Very good scale. And for his accessories, you can actually fit the pistol in the holster. Goes all the way through. Very nice. Let's go ahead and look at the figure. He's got this nice turtleneck going on. Looks nice. Head sculpt looks great. I love it. Got that nice, weird kind of like grin he does in the comics, which I will explain in a second. Eye patch looks great, nice comic accurate. Got the silver hair going around. And that's because most of the time, this guy has a cigar in his mouth. I know these are for kids, but I would really have liked a cigar in his mouth. Not gonna lie. I might try to make a custom one. And if I do, I'll show a nice little TikTok on how I did that. My toy hunt finds are on my TikTok now. I'll shout that out at the end, but I did finally go out and do it. Very excited about some of the stuff I found. But other than that, he's got some nice straps here, another gun here. Goes all the way around. Then you got the belts going around here, holster, then to these olive green, navy green, whatever you want to call it, pants. And then you get some nice boots down here. Very clean, very classic Nick Fury. There's so many different versions of Nick Fury nowadays, but honestly, the modern version is probably equal to this guy, if not better. But still, it's nice to have a comic Nick Fury in my collection. Let's go ahead and get into this guy's articulation. He can look up that far, which is not a lot. Ooh, down that far, up that far. Sorry, the next one was stuck. I just got it. He can look up that far, down that far. That is much better. No head tilt, but it does go all the way around. For the arms, the biceps go that far back, which is not a ton, but it is blocked by these straps. It's understandable. And that much forward, enough to give you some extra wiggle room. Arms go out that far, straight T, down that far, and obviously go all the way around. Get a nice bicep cut swivel, double jointed elbows, which give very good range. And of course your hand articulation, which goes all the way around and back and forth and up and down for the other hands I showed. For his ab crunch, he does have that weird U thing that I don't really like, but it's okay. He goes this much forward, which is a good bit, that much back, which is good, and he does have a waist swivel, but does get kind of blocked with that belt, but it also hides the gap at the same time, so I kind of like this. But anyways, no drop down hips. His leg can only kick out that forward on the side because it's blocked with this holster. I'm sure if you can maybe move it around, not really though. On this side though, he can kick out that far, which is not that much, but you don't need too much mobility with Nick Fury. You do get a thigh cut swivel, double joint knees, and everything is pinless on this guy, which I love. Those double joints give very, very good range. Everything looks great, and I do believe, yes, we get a boot cut swivel, and ankle rockers, and a hinge at the foot going this far back, and this much forward. Very nice. So that is the Capcom Nick Fury. If you are curious, the guns do fit very cleanly in his hands. You cannot put an effect piece on the AR though, sadly. Other than that though, that is the Nick Fury. Looks great. Again, wish he had a cigar, another open hand, but other than that, I don't really have that many gripes about this figure. He's a good one. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the Punisher side, which he has a lot more accessories, and the way you tell the difference is actually the color of the accessories. He has a gunmetal gray, and Nick Fury has a black accessory. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up Frank Castle or the Punisher, and we'll get into it now. Okay, so the Punisher or Frank Castle comes with so many more accessories. He comes with 2 head sculpts. First of all, let's go ahead and get into them. You get this nice neutral head sculpt. You got the shadowing for the beard. Looks very nice. That nice stern look. There's this weird dot up here, but that's very ignorable. This guy looks great. No other problems other than that. Gonna go ahead and pop that back onto the figure. And I will point out that he will be having a pose going against Spider-Man because he was originally a Spider-Man villain, for those that did not know. But anyways, his next head sculpt is a angry, snarling face, and this looks amazing. The same thing with that 5 o'clock shadow. Expression looks great. The grinning teeth, they kind of look a little glittery, almost though, I will say, which is a weird pick, in my opinion. But I digress. For the hands, he comes with 2 white gloved fisted hands. Very nice. I'm gonna go ahead and plug these into the figure. He gets 2 trigger fingers, just like Nick Fury. His pointing hand and an open hand, they have the exact same hands, same articulation, everything like that. For his weapons, that is where stuff gets pretty insane. He comes with a lot. So we're going to start with the miscellaneous, which there are 2 of. And first of all, that is this explosion piece, which looks awesome. It's translucent. Looks like a big explosion. It's just white in the bottom, but it looks amazing for a little grenade, which he does come with, which is a very cool piece to have. the second thing it comes with is this little briefcase, and inside, if I can get it open, there's actually some cash that I believe you can take out. I think you can. I just have no reason to. I'm not going to keep trying. Next are his weapons. And the only two things that aren't gray are his baseball bat, which is very cool to see. Just plain wood. I would have appreciated some wood lines in it. And then the actual grenade, which looks amazing. Nice round shape, band going across. The pin is actually colored separately. Looks great. I don't know if... I believe this is a paint mistake. I think it's supposed to go on there, but still, it's just a grenade, not a big deal. For his guns, he comes with this machine gun, which looks great. Very good sculpt on this. I want to say Uzi this is, I don't really know my guns. And this one cannot use an effect piece, this one can. Looks very nice. He comes with a different pistol from Nick Fury. This is actually the Maximum Deadpool one, I believe it also came with, but his was a different color. Very nice to see. And as you can see, this does also get a holster. Then he gets the same AK as Nick Fury, just in a different color, that gray. So with the accessories finally out of the way, we can go ahead and look at Frank Castle, the Punisher. And here he is. I love the blue look. I didn't think I would. I've always wanted a black suit Punisher. Gonna try to get that 2-pack of him. I've seen a lot of mods that people have done with this, where they switch out pieces with that one to make the perfect classic Punisher. And honestly, I would love to do that, but the problem is I like having them how they are as well, so I would need to buy 4 2-packs, which is insane to me, so I will not be doing that. I might buy the Kit Bash, that's what it's called, Kit Bash, on eBay if it's already made. But let's go ahead and look at Frank Castle. So first of all, he has these nice shoulder straps go all the way around. The Punisher logo looks great. The eyes look perfect. No paint problems there. It does flow down underneath this. I don't really like this piece. I'm worried that it's gonna get like messed up, but it's okay. Looks very, very nice. One thing I have to say about it actually is that I wish it had blue lines, and they also look, oh, that's why they look faded. They're 3D actually. But anyways, he has a bunch of ammo pouches on his belt going all the way around. White gloves look great. No real paint problems there. Everything is pinless. Beautiful. Love that. Pistol holder. And what's something weird they did is they just painted around the leg because they want like a thicker strap, I guess. But it kind of does look weird. But as long as you keep it in place, no big deal. And down here you got the white boots. Very clean figure. And this guy stands at also around a little under 6.5 inches. Very nice. Now let's go ahead and go over his articulation, and he can look that far up, which is amazing. There is a little crack right there in the neck. Very easy to ignore though. He can look that far down. No head tilt. Oh, there's a little bit, actually. But it can go all the way around. Butterflies on this guy are a lot better. They can go this far back, which is very nice, and this much forward. For the arms, they can go out that much. This guy has much better arm articulation so far. He does have a bicep swivel and double jointed elbows, giving very, very amazing range. For the hands, it swivels all the way around and is on a hinge, obviously. For the torso, it is the type that I prefer. It is the conjoined piece, where up top can swivel, which goes great, rocks all around. And for the ab crunch, it can go that much forward and not much back using that second crunch down below. No drop down hips, but he can kick out that far. Very good. Back that far, and out to the side that far. You do get a thigh cut swivel. Double join knees, giving very, very nice range. Boot cut swivel as well, very nice. And ankle rockers down below. And a toe articulation going, not toe articulation, a foot hinge going that much forward and not much back. Very, very nice. Now there is one more thing that this figure comes with, and that is actually a unique backdrop. So let's go ahead and look at that. I almost forgot about it, but here it is. It is a back alley, and it looks amazing. You got the tires back here, you got the sewers over here, box, and just entrance to a gate. Very cool. I wish all of them came with their own unique design. So let's go ahead and put our Punisher and Nick Fury here. And that is going to be the end of this review. Stick around for posing. Like and subscribe if you're new. Follow for more. Check out my TikTok for updates, posing itself. That's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day, and goodbye. These figures were so fun to pose. Nick Fury is limited, but you still can get him in some awesome poses. Very dynamic as well. And standard, as you can see here. Punisher, though, man, was he the star of the show. I know a lot of people aren't a fan of the blue look for some reason, but man, it just makes him pop. I rate this 2-pack a 9.5. I just wish that there was a little bit more accessory for Nick Fury. That's about it, though.